Good morning, Wash. Today is Monday, January 27th. It's a B day, and we are going to get right to the announcements.
Today's LEAP activities are homework help, math counts, and line dancing.
Tomorrow's LEAP options are homework help and math counts. Cooking club has been canceled.
Good luck to the 8th grade Blue basketball team as they play Roosevelt Silver today at 4 o'clock at home.
The robotics team will have practice every day until 4 this week, except for Wednesday practice will go until 4:30.
7th and 8th grade boys basketball teams will have photos tomorrow after school. Please remember your uniforms, picture order form, and money.
Attention 8th grade students. High school open house is tonight at both Hempstead and senior high schools. There will be a short program in the gymnasium starting at 7, and you will conclude by receiving a free t-shirt. If you have questions, reach out to your exploratory or IJ teacher or your school counselor.
If you want to sign up for optional Battle of the Books team meeting this Wednesday during Wall Hug time, you must sign up on RTI scheduler by 2:30 tomorrow.
Mark your calendar to eat at Pizza Ranch next Monday night between 4 to 8 p.m. The Washington PTO will receive 100% of the cash tips and 10% of each sale. We hope to see you there.
Happiest birthday wishes go out to Maddie Bellamy, Carvel Cotton, Chase Dearman, Julian Kimball, and White Coats today. We hope you all have an amazing day.
Be sure to stay tuned after the broadcast for today's lesson on task initiation.
And to close the thought of the day, it is our attitude at the beginning of a difficult task which, more than anything else, will affect its successful outcome. Make it a great day, Wahawks!
Hi Wash, it's Mr. Murphy here to talk a little bit about task initiation. Oftentimes when I see students not completing their work, it's because they don't know how to get started. And oftentimes, if you're like one of the students in the video, getting started doesn't necessarily have to do with you not wanting to complete your work. It's more about stress or fear. Let's watch this video to see if you can relate to these students. Oftentimes, we're procrastinating not because we don't want to get our work done. It's because we are stressed with how much work we have and the fear of messing up on the work. Talk with your Wallhawk times. Teachers, please pause the video. How much does procrastination have to do with stress or fear of messing up? Why are you procrastinating? Is it too much noise? Not interested in the topic? Stressed or frustrated? Are you hungry, tired, or worried about another class? You've been focusing all day and your brain just needs a break, or are you feeling overwhelmed? It could be multiple one of those things. There's lots of benefits of getting started with a task right away. When we get started with a task right away, we can ask teachers questions throughout it. Oftentimes, students wait to the last minute to start the task, and then there's not enough time to help them. I think about on virtual days when I received emails at 2:20, 2:30, and it's just too late to get started with some of that help. You will notice right away if you don't understand how to do something. And then also, you're showing respect, right? A part of respect is doing what other people ask you, especially adults. So when you get started right away with that task, you're showing respect to the adult who's asking you. And then overall, you'll have less homework and you'll just feel like you have a lighter plate. Yes, but you still may want to multitask and do it later and get it done on your own time. Next, we're going to watch a little video about multitasking because we often think we can do things at the same time. So in this next video, it's going to ask you to count the passes of the basketball. So count how many passes these people make in this video while they're passing the ball. Okay, if you were like me, the first time I saw that in Intro to Psych, I did not see the gorilla either. So that really shows just how well we're able to do multiple things at once. Your brain just can't actually multitask. You can only pay attention to one thing at a time. Your brain is like a spotlight. You can only focus the spotlight on one item at a time. We often think that our light can shine on multiple tasks, but really we're only seeing one thing at a time and popping our attention between those things. Neither task is lit well by our spotlight, and your attention is really split. So take a pause and then talk about this roadmap. Focus your attention on the task and begin participating. Ignore distractions. Continue to participate in the task until it is complete. When you, as a wall hawk time, go ahead and talk about these two questions. What about this sounds right? What about these 3 steps sound correct to you? What details might be missing? What else does it take to complete a task other than these 3 things? I'm overwhelmed. Where do I start? The answer is always to make sure that your mind is clear and ready for the task. When you're going into unstructured time like wall hawk time and support time, it's important to have a plan for your time before you get in there. Maintain a list of tasks and add to it throughout your day. You could either do this in a physical agenda, on your computer, and I'm going to show you a couple of those strategies in a little bit. Prioritize tasks based on importance and when they are due. Complete tasks in the order of priority. So if you have one assignment that is due tomorrow and you have another assignment that's due in 2 weeks, you're probably going to want to do that assignment that's due tomorrow before you start the assignment that's due in 2 weeks. Mark off tasks as you complete them. Plan out your time as you don't have too many tasks to do at the last minute. So again, start those tasks before it gets to the deadline. A couple of strategies to think about at WASH that you have. All of your wall hawk time teachers probably gave you a planner. A physical planner is a great way to write down tasks. There's some pros and cons lists here that you can read through, but the physical planner itself is a great way. When you write something down, you usually are more likely to remember it. You can also do that on your laptop, either through Outlook. There's an Outlook calendar where you can add due dates. Some people might be familiar with that. Some people might not. And you also have your Canvas agendas that you can be checking things off on there. You could create to-do lists. You could take just a separate blank piece of paper and write lists of things that you need to do each day. It's good to have those lists when you walk into a class like support time and wall hawk time so you know exactly how you're going to use that time. There's plenty of apps and websites as well that you can use. One of my personal favorites that I want to share with you guys is sticky notes. So on your laptop, you may not know this, but you actually have access to sticky notes. My dad was always a person who had like 1,000 sticky notes on his office wall of things that he needed to do. And every time he did one, he would pull those off, crumple it up, throw it away. And I loved that feeling of being able to actually crumple it up and throw it away. But anymore, I like to do that digitally. So one thing that you all have on your laptop is you have sticky notes if you hit the Windows button and then scroll down to the S's and you can find sticky notes. And on your desktop, you can add sticky notes of all the tasks that you need to complete. So on your thing, you can go through and write down all the assignments that you have. I would start by just checking your Canvas agenda and then write down the tasks that you have. Maybe you have a Chapter 11 assessment on Friday. Maybe you have your iReady lessons to complete by Friday. And you can add those to your wall and then have those on your computer. And then you can virtually crumple those up by exiting out of those when they're all finished. Just a couple of strategies to try to plan your time. Remember, wall hawk time and support time is time for you to stay ahead on your work so that you're not stressed. We want you to be able to start tasks and finish them in an efficient manner. It's all about going in with a plan so that you're not stressed.
As this lesson comes to an end, take a moment to review the key points. Students, please check your email for a link to a short survey.